Hello Internet, I'm Grace, and today we are going to be discussing rape culture. Topics have been getting pretty heavy on my channel lately, so I just thought I'd keep it going. I've been contemplating whether or not to actually make this video for a few weeks now, because there are already so many well thought out and well scripted videos on this subject. In fact, I'm going to list some of my favorites in the description below, so if you want to learn more about rape culture, just head on down there. But I officially decided to make this video in my criminal justice class yesterday. We were watching a newsreel of victims of date rape telling their story, and one of the guys in the class with me said, "Ew, who would have sex with her?" while one of the victims cried, reliving her story. Later on in the class, he tried to compare being drunk as not having a say in the matter because you're not going to remember it anyway. After I refrained from throwing him off the third story of the building, I started planning out this video. Once you're drunk, you can't consent. Legally, you cannot consent to have sex if you're under the influence. Alcohol lowers your inhibitions and your ability to make decisions, which is why you can't drive. So why would deciding to have sex be any different? Another reason I finally decided to make this video is because of a popular tweet that's going around about how victims should be proud if they're raped because a guy is risking going to jail to have sex with them. The main flaw with this theory, despite the total lack of empathy for human emotion, is that rape isn't a crime about sex or caused by uncontrollable sexual urges. Rape is classified as a crime of power and control. It's based on the rapist's desire to control or their belief that they have the right to control. According to the National Crime Victimization Survey, women are far less likely to be the victims of crimes, except in cases of rape. This is because women tend to be more cautious of themselves and their actions and are far less likely to put themselves into situations that could be potentially dangerous to their well-being. This discredits the theory that women won't be raped if they protect themselves better, or they're more aware of their surroundings, or they wore different clothing, or they didn't drink. Rapists will rape. Nothing the victim does, short of not leaving their house at all, could prevent the crime. This being said, women are also much more likely to know the person that attacks them. 78% of rapes are committed by someone the victim knows. Only 20% report it. This low report rate is because of fear. Fear of how their case will be handled by the court, and fear of the stigma of being raped. There is a deep personal shame that victims of sexual assault feel, and it can't be remedied by someone saying that they could have prevented it if they wore different clothing. From what I've seen both on the internet and in real life, shame is a quality that's inherent to women. We're taught to cover our bodies and watch what we say and how we eat and how we sit, in fear of not being perceived as ladylike. If you say you're a virgin, you're a prude and cold, but if you say you've had sex, then suddenly you're a slut and you're less than. From a young age, girls are taught to be careful. Careful of what we wear and where we go and who we talk to, because we're conditioned to believe that we're always in danger. We're taught not to be raped, when actually people should be taught not to rape. When kids are younger, girls are taught that if a guy is mean to them or hits them, that they like them. Whether we're conscious of it or not, this puts the idea in our head that being mean or hurting someone shows affection. At what age does it become unacceptable to hurt someone to show that you're interested, instead of just kids being kids? This leads me to question what consent actually means. From what I understand, consent is verbally agreeing to have sex with another willing and competent adult. Consent is not being drunk. Consent is not being asleep. Consent is not the lack of a no, and consent is not coercion. If you have to convince or threaten someone to have sex with you, it's no longer sex. It's rape. I play video games, and when I play them online with other players, it's disgusting how many of them use the word rape to mean winning or domination. When I was in middle school, I remember everyone, including myself, using the phrase, "It's not rape if you like it," or screaming rape when someone would tickle you. I'm admitting to having been a part of the rape culture because I think it's important to acknowledge the person that I used to be even if I'm not that person anymore. I didn't realize the potential harm that my words could have done because I didn't understand the emotional turmoil that victims went through. And I'm honestly upset with myself for not knowing the severity of what I was making fun of sooner. I hope in years to come that more people separate themselves from the rape culture that's so prevalent in today's society, as I have done, because sexual assault isn't a game or a joke. It's a serious matter. In the US, someone is sexually assaulted every 2 minutes. Don't contribute to the pain that victims went through and still go through just to make a joke. Alright, this has been a video. I hope this contains everything that I wanted to say and just gets my point across well, because I don't want to offend anyone. I don't know how many of you live in the Philadelphia area, but this Saturday I'm going to be at the Subbox tour in Ardmore at Melody's Cafe. Amazing musicians and YouTubers such as Mike Falzone and Megan Tonjes and Alex Carpenter and Tessa Violet and Jason Monday are going to be performing, and I'm going to be sitting in the audience in total awe of their talent. Don't forget to check out the links of the other rape culture videos. I love you, and I will see you next video.